This one is long overdue, but it's finally time to take a look at the $100 hero, the Lypertek Tevi True Wireless Earbuds. Is the sound quality seriously as good as it's always hyped up to be? Are they the king of the $100 price point? Well, we're going to find out right now. Stay tuned to the end where I will be sharing one potential deal breaker that nobody else on YouTube seems to have mentioned so far whatsoever, so definitely don't skip the video. Also, don't forget to check the affiliate links in the description below for the latest prices. I was sent these in exchange for my honest opinion in a review. That's what I'm doing right now, so you can expect my usual zero filter take as always. Okay, let's get started. Hey guys, hope you're all staying home and staying safe. It's Mark here and I'm back to review some more affordable tech in my quest to sort the God tier from the garbage and hopefully save you some hard-earned money in the process. So let's not waste any more time. Let's just find out if these are worth it or not by starting with round one, build quality and design. Here's the main headlines. Bluetooth 5.0, aptX codec, insane battery life, an IPX7 waterproof rating, USB-C fast charging, and the ability to use either earbud independently. Pretty awesome actually, but still lacking a couple of extra features I'd expect to see at this price point. I will get to those in just a sec. Now, in terms of build quality, Lypertek have absolutely nailed this one. The case instantly hits you with the feel of a premium product with its fabric feel case. The earbuds don't let things down here either, despite being all plastic. They're insanely compact with small LEDs and chrome detailing on each button. Plus, that Linkin Park looking logo brings them one step closer to getting full marks from me. See what I did there? No, don't worry. On pure build quality and design, the Tevis earned a 9 out of 10 from me. They are easily the best quality I have ever seen in a pair of earbuds under $100. They lack a perfect score purely because the case isn't that pocket friendly, it's a little bit bulky, but regardless, I can promise you that you won't find better build quality elsewhere at this price. Round two is all about battery life, and to cut a long story short, the Lypertek Tevis have God tier level battery life. On a single charge, you'll get around 10 hours of playback in a single sitting, though that's still not quite as good as the Creative Outlier Gold's 14 hours in a single sitting. But the Tevis case can recharge the earbuds 6 times, bringing the total up to 70 hours playback overall. That is hands down the longest playtime I've ever seen in a pair of true wireless earbuds that I've reviewed here on the channel, even besting the Outlier Gold's 39 hours overall. I hope you're all sitting down here to witness me handing out the first ever 10 out of 10 rating I've ever given out on this channel. The Tevis battery life, quite simply, is stupid in the nicest possible way. In round three, I'm going to rate the Tevis on how securely they fit or not. Now, as soon as I saw them, I knew I wasn't going to get a great fit. The stem on each earbud is a little bit longer than average, meaning instead of sitting in my ears, the main bulk of each earbud actually sits almost entirely outside of my ears. Then, without any wingtips to speak of, that leaves the ear tips to do all the heavy lifting in the quest for a secure fit. Now, the similarly priced Orky T10s are actually slightly more bulky, but then they have a shorter stem and wingtips too, and the fit compared to these is like night and day. So sadly, that's going to be a 6 out of 10 for fit here. They fit and they'll stay in during light movement, but they stick out of my ears a lot when they're in, which I don't find to be a great look, and I can't overly recommend them for working out at all. They're just not secure enough. Okay, so in round four, I'm going to be testing the Lyperteks in terms of their microphone quality, and you're testing it with me because you're listening to it right now. This is what you can expect on your average call, but how well will that Clear Voice Capture 8.0 deal with background noise? Here we go, we're going to introduce it in 3, 2, 1. So you should hear it pretty clear at first, all those train noises, but I've kind of noticed that as I keep talking, the train track noises kind of seem to fade into second place just behind my voice, which is perfect. You can hear my voice first and foremost over everything else. The noise reduction isn't quite as good as the Caltronic 79 that I reviewed recently, though there is a little bit of a loss of clarity on my voice with those, whereas the Lyperteks do maintain almost the same clarity with and without background noise. They just pick up the background noise a little bit more. So overall, that's got to be an 8 out of 10 from me for microphone quality. It could have got more if the background noise was a little less audible, but given that my voice always remains first and foremost the focus of this recording, I certainly have no complaints. Round 5 is all about usability and functionality, starting with audio-visual lag. When watching YouTube, Netflix or smartphone gaming, there's actually almost zero audio-visual lag here to report, which is an amazing start. Bluetooth connection is solid, great range, no random disconnects so far, and an instant pair every time I remove them from the case. Of course, you can only pair them to one device at a time, so if you're going to be switching from, say, your phone to your laptop a lot, you're going to have to manually disconnect from the first device to then connect to your second device. Now, whilst that's pretty common at this price point, I did find that when I disconnected from my original device, they did not automatically go into pairing mode like true wireless earbuds usually do. So instead, I had to then put the earbuds back in the case, hold down both buttons for 5 seconds to reset them, to manually put them back into pairing mode, and only then could I then repair them to another device. So here's the features that the Tevis lack that I'd expect to see at this price point. Wireless charging and touch controls, and to make matters worse, the button controls are really stiff, and a button press means uncomfortably pushing each earbud into your ear. The kind of buttons that I no longer even bother to use, if I'm totally honest. So that's a 7 out of 10 for functionality from me. Zero audio-visual lag wins all the points here, but the button controls are just as bad as earbuds that cost half the price, which I was really disappointed to see. And most other options are rocking wireless charging. The final round here is the most important of all, sound quality. But before we dive into it, I'm going to bore you by asking you to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell for budget audio tech reviews. And also don't forget to follow me on Instagram for Photoshop edits of all the stuff I review on here on the channel. Go comment on my latest photo what you'd like me to review next, because yes, I actually do read them. Are you bored enough now? Okay, let's talk sound quality. On the outside of the Tevis packaging, it says they offer a clean, balanced, natural sound. And I'm not just being lazy, I couldn't have put it better myself. The overall sound signature is neutral, so no boosted bass, just a fairly true representation of exactly what the artist intended you to hear. I'm going to go through this by different genres. So first of all, hip hop and rap tracks. They sounded great with vocals sounding crisp and maintaining center stage at all times, but bass is, yeah, it's punchy, but it's noticeably recessed in the mix. I'd personally like a little bit more bass, as I do prefer a slightly bass boosted sound profile for casual listening. When listening to rock, the Tevis slightly expose their weakness in their highs. Hi-hats can be very quiet, heavy cymbal crashes, if they're not quiet, can sound a little bit brash at higher volumes. However, classical music and movie soundtracks sound absolutely awesome. Orchestral music really highlights the Tevis' extended range, and they do capture a surprising amount of detail across the board. The Tevis are insanely loud too, which does lead me on to my next point. Now, I did mention at the beginning of this video that I was going to drop one potential deal breaker at the end that nobody else seems to have addressed when they've reviewed these, so here it is. Yep, sadly, it's audio hiss. It is instantly noticeable a few seconds before playback starts, and for around 10 seconds after playback ends. The good news is that it's not nearly as bad as it was with the Liberty 2 Pros, but it is definitely still audible during quieter moments in songs. Of course, if you're going to blast your music, you're not going to hear it at all, you don't need to worry about it. So that is still a 7 out of 10 from me for sound quality here, after deducting 1 point for audio hiss. I'm not going to go full rage quit and say don't buy these like I did with the Liberty 2 Pros, as the hiss isn't nearly as severe, but it's definitely more noticeable than any other true wireless earbuds I've tested this year, just as a warning. It's a shame, as otherwise the sound quality is definitely the best under $100 if there was no hiss at all. Overall, the Lypertek Tevi scored a 47 out of 60, that's 7.8 out of 10 overall. The pros here are an insane battery life, epic build quality, great microphone quality, and a solid neutral sound signature. The cons are an average fit, and of course, audio hiss. I can't deny that the Tevis do offer a truly awesome sound signature, but with that audio hiss, I guess that in the end, it doesn't even matter. They're Linkin Park songs because the logo looks like Linkin Park, okay? Just forget it. Now that you've watched this video, you should definitely check out my review of the Orky T10s here, mainly because they are a very similar price, but then they also have touch controls, they also have wireless charging and an insanely secure fit. So click here to check those out, or you can click here to watch my review of my favorite true wireless earbuds of 2020 so far. So pick one of those and I will see you in the next video.